Hey everyone, so I just got to see Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and the big question I have to ask is, are apes better than people? Dawn of the Planet of the Apes is a sequel to Rise of the Planet of the Apes. The titles are really long, and I'm just going to say Planet of the Apes from now on as I'm talking about it, because it's too many words. Anyway, the movie takes place right after the first one, and it instantly recaps what happened in the first one, where the virus in the first one that was supposed to get rid of Alzheimer's has made apes smarter and is wiping out millions of people. This movie's plot is relatively simple. Are apes better than people, or are people better than apes? Can they get along? That's the main question of the movie. And I gotta say, the plot of this movie goes really slow, and the acting isn't awesome, unfortunately. So what's going on with this movie is there are people who are recovering from the effects of the virus, and they're pretty much stranded in San Francisco. That's where the movie is taking place the whole time. We don't see the rest of the world and how they are recovering from the epidemic. And we see how the apes have responded from this as well, where they have built up this huge colony of apes. Caesar from the first movie is the leader of this colony, and people need technology, to live. We really are dependent on it. And the apes built their colony right over a dam. And so the people need to get to the dam to activate their electricity. And that's the big conflict of the movie. Can people trust the apes, and do the apes trust the people? Unfortunately, for both parties, there are apes that don't trust people, and there are humans that don't trust apes. It makes sense, I get it. This movie's premise is actually a very scary one, where animals have taken over the world. That's something that no one wants. We're the dominant species on this planet, and now apes are threatening that. So it's a relatively scary premise, so I get why people can't trust the apes. Now there's an evil ape in this movie, and you can instantly tell he's evil from the way he's designed. His teeth and his whole animation are evil. It's evil giveaway. And he hates Caesar because Caesar likes people, so there's a whole big conflict between them. He fights Caesar, then he takes over the colony. Caesar's still alive. I don't mean to spoil this a lot. I'm trying to keep it really spoiler-free, but the reason why it's called Dawn of the Planet of the Apes is because of Caesar's loss. This evil ape takes control of the colony and sends them to attack the people in San Francisco. The movie then wraps up with a very open-ended ending where the humans are fleeing from the apes and the apes have control of the city. It's a relatively odd ending, and it got to it very slowly, might I add. This movie is not a must-see for me. I give it a 3 out of 5. It's a full-on science fiction thriller movie, and I'm not a big fan of science fiction movies overall. I like superhero action movies. I'm not a big fan of the whole sci-fi theme, except for maybe Star Wars. This movie didn't really have it for me. However, the visual effects were awesome. The animation of the apes are amazing. The evil ape, you can tell he's evil, like I said, but he looks great. Caesar looks awesome. The acting's okay. The main premise of this movie, like I said, is pretty scary. If you're a fan of science fiction, make sure to go see this movie. If you don't care for science fiction at all, please don't see it, because I kind of wish I didn't. But that's why I'm telling you to warn you against not going to see it. I would rate this movie a 3 out of 5. It's really good for its genre, but it's not great for an overall summer thriller movie. I got bored of watching parts of this movie, which is why it's a 3 out of 5. However, I really did like the animation of the apes. I really did like the premise of whether or not apes are better than people, or are people better than apes. It's a really good question because the apes develop morals in this movie. And it really makes you wonder just how smart these apes truly are, which is a really scary premise for an animal to be that much smarter than a person. Alright guys, I don't really have too much more to say about this. 3 out of 5. If you're into science fiction, go see it. If you're not, you don't have to go see it. The movie's plot, pretty bland, pretty basic. It's decent. It's not amazing, it's decent. It's average. It's a 3. And I'm done. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.